Okay, so I just want to make a quick video on this because this is absolutely mind blowing in terms of where technology or software has gotten us. Um, Lossless scaling. They just released an update. They'd previously released a video that showcased a very funny thing, and that was being able to dynamically generate frames based on having a fixed frame rate as a target. So, have a look at this video. You see here, the input frame rate varies widely, but the output stays constant at 165. So this was posted by Algernon. I'm pretty sure he is the person, or she, who has created lossless scaling. And a couple of days later, 4 days later rather, a beta is released for, you guessed it, adaptive frame generation. So this is probably the last thing that was kind of holding lossless scaling back, and that was being able to have a consistent output FPS regardless of what frames you're generating. Absolutely amazing news. Beforehand, you had to deal with, locking your frame rate down, and dealing with stutters, and Lord forbid, you know, your frame rate drops below that locked amount, and then you can't hit, your 60 FPS that you want, and obviously it's going to scale according to that, and you'll get stutters, right? Kind of defeats the point of generating frames if you're going to feel stutter. So I got the beta, and I just wanted to bring more awareness to this because I don't think a lot of people know how to access the beta. But yeah, let's have a look at the performance. So here I am in game, World of Warcraft. Now, as you can see, I am stuttering to the days. Mind you, I have got the settings quite cranked, to say the least. This is at, 200 times the resolution. Everything is on, ray tracing is on, everything's maxed out. I have capped my frame rate and just turned on VSync and all of the low latency stuff. But look at the experience. This is a mess. I'm barely getting 40 frames, let alone 30 here, right? So keep this in mind. It's not a good experience. It is very stuttery, as you can see. Not the best. But let me just land this puppy right here. If we now go into lossless scaling, right there, here is the new interface. Just quickly, the way you get access to the beta is by going to right-click Properties under Betas and just click this, and it will get you access to this beta that's been released. So, just as a quick tutorial, obviously the full version is going to fix all of the little bits and pieces that are missing, but at the moment as it stands, it's really, really good. So here we go. We have an adaptive mode here, unlike the previous version, and we can just set a fixed frame rate. Now, my monitor can only really display 60, but just to give you kind of the scale, I've set this to 120 hertz. Flow scaling, that is just the kind of downsampled resolution that it's going to be generating those frames based off of. So I've just kept that as 100. Max frame latency, I keep that maxed out. It doesn't really need to be. I don't know why I do this, but this really doesn't matter for the things that we're trying to showcase here. So if I scale this, and hopefully all of this is being captured, pay attention to the top left-hand corner. Okay, so it turns out that recording frame rate is actually quite hard. So I don't know what happened there, but we're back. So pay attention to the top left-hand corner. You can see our frame rate is now sitting at a lower 31, 32 FPS, but it's being upscaled or frame generated all the way up to 120. And as I move my camera around, you can see that it's actually quite smooth. There's no real frame pacing issues, even though my base frame rate is kind of varying quite a bit. Like it's going into the 40s, into the 30s. If I pan around here, you can kind of see there's a big discrepancy. So frame generation, the main problem with it was the fact that you couldn't have a consistent output. And now, since this has been solved, we are at a point where you can confidently say that, this one software has eliminated the need for all this proprietary hardware bullshit. With the likes of Nvidia, right? Their whole marketing for the 5000 series was predicated on being able to generate heaps of frames. And even they aren't able to dynamically generate them and lock in an output frame rate. So this is amazing, guys. It kind of goes to show how good software can get. And so I kind of want to just make this video demonstrating this amazing software that's out there that, quite frankly, I think needs more attention. So go out there, get the software. It's the best $7-8. I don't know how much it costs. Best pennies you'll ever spend. So yeah, check it out when you get a chance. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for me. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.